Hello my beautiful Bitterroots and welcome to my channel, and today Swatch My Stash I have Sally Hansen and one China Glaze. So there are 8 polishes here. I know I only have one full-size China Glaze in my whole collection. Just weird. I've got a lot of minis. I just don't have, this is my only full size. So I have the regular complete salon manicures. I have one of their new argan ones, and I have 2 of their gel formulas. So let's get started. Okay, so this first polish is this China Glaze black polish in the color Liquid Leather. And I picked this one up because Simply Nailogical did a black nail polish showdown, basically. And in that showdown, this one came out to be one of the top polishes for drugstore. So I'm like, oh, I want that. And then Shopko had a sale on it. So I'm like, perfect. And I have a lot of holographic polishes, so black polish is pretty logical in my collection just because I use it for that. So, and I have not actually swatched this yet on my nails. So I made quite a bit of mess with this, but as you can see, this is completely 100% opaque in one coat. So Simply Nailogical was quite correct in saying that this is the best drugstore black nail polish. As you saw in some of my other videos of my blacks, my Julep one doesn't even perform this good. It's my husband's phone. My Julep one does not perform this good, and I have a Wet n Wild one. That one doesn't perform this well. I have 2 Wet n Wild ones, actually. I have a gel one and their regular black. So even they don't perform this well. So I am quite impressed with this. This will be perfect to wear underneath my holographic polishes. That's pretty darn amazing. You know, most people, when they say that it's a very good product and they have, you know, a lot of subscribers, you know, you can't really go with their word because a lot of them will just say anything. But this is pretty darn amazing that I just confirmed what she was saying about this polish. This definitely is the best black polish that I own in my collection. So that's pretty darn awesome. So I'm going to remove this and let's get on to the next color. This next color is this bluish green color. This is in the color Jungle Gem. And this is a very nice polish. I really do like this one. And the color, it goes well with Mermaid's Tail. If you want to do Mermaid's Tail as an accent nail, I always do Mermaid's Tail as full manicure. So here we are after one coat of Jungle Gem. As you can see, it's not fully opaque. Let's see if we get this to focus. And I'll come back and do a second coat of Jungle Gem. So here we are after 2 coats of Jungle Gem. We are perfectly opaque, and this is such a beautiful shade. I really do love this shade, except this is a shade that I like to wear in the fall. It's not really appropriate for this time of year, but it's so pretty. I love it. It's actually darker in person than it is on the camera. The camera lightens it up quite a bit. Just imagine it a shade or 2 darker. This next one is a dupe for my favorite #1 polish by Julep. This is the color Cora, and this is Mermaid's Tail. They are 100% dupe. The difference is, though, in these products, is that this one you need 2 to 3 coats This one you need 4 to 5 coats. So you need, you know, double the amount of coats for this one as you do with this one. Now, if you go with price, you know, per fluid ounce or whatever's in these, they come out to be about worth the same price. So it just depends on where you want to go. If you want to only do a couple coats versus several, you know, double the amount, I would definitely go with Julep. I love them both. I don't mind doing multiple coats, but you know where my heart is. My heart is with Julep. So I will always be a lover of this polish. So this one's actually in a project pan. And once this is out, I'm going to work on this one. And then once this one's fully done, I'm going to only buy this. Just because I found out that they are 100% dupe, but not by opaqueness. Maybe I'll paint my thumb with Cora and paint the rest of my nails with this so you guys can see how they swatch live in person to show you guys the differences in these polishes. So there is the first coat of Sally Hansen's Mermaid's Tail. Did I even show this to you? There we go. Mermaid's Tail. Now let's swatch Julep in the color Cora. I always hold my polishes just like this. Julep is perfect to hold your polishes like this. So already I can tell that this is thicker and more opaque. So I'm going to let these dry and we'll come back and do a second coat. As you can see that there is more color on my nails. Okay, so here we are after 2 coats of Cora. As you can see, it is about 90% opaque. Here, you could still see the visible nail bed. So can you see the difference in what 2 coats make? You can go ahead and walk out the door with this one and be perfectly happy. That's why I say 2 to 3 coats, depending on how thick you put your coats on. This one, as you could see, nail bed. So we're going to let this dry and we're going to do a 3rd coat, and then I'm going to stop and do just 3 on the Julep one, and then we'll continue on doing as many coats on this one as possible till we get to the opaqueness as this. So here are 3 coats of Mermaid's Tail. Let's do the Julep one. So here are 3 coats of Cora. As you can see, we are 100% opaque and just beautiful. Here is Mermaid's Tail, and it's still not fully opaque and still not, you know, to this. So we're gonna do, I don't know, can you see the nail line right there? You can see the nail underneath there. So it's still not fully opaque. This one is 100% opaque. There's no way of seeing the nails underneath. And this one, I see lots of spots where you could see the nail underneath, you know. Okay, so here we are of 4 coats of Mermaid's Tail, and this is about what the Julep had in 2 coats. You can still see a little bit of the nail bed. It's not 100% opaque. It's so close though. It would need 1 more coat to round it out. So it would be 5 coats versus 3 coats of the Julep. It's so dang close. In person, the camera isn't really picking it up, but this one is a lot darker and more saturated with color. But it's very opaque. This one just needs 1 more coat to be at where this one is. So I'm gonna let this dry and do a 5th and final coat. So here we are after 5 coats of Sally Hansen's Mermaid's Tail, and now we are completely identical to the Julep in Cora in 3 coats. So you need 5 coats versus 3 coats to be the same opaqueness. So here we are with Sally Hansen's Mermaid's Tail in 5 coats, and Julep Cora in 3 coats. So this next polish I absolutely love. This is in the color Raisin the Bar. There we go. Now this one I'm going to say is opaque in 1 coat. We're just going to call it a 1 coater and move on, because it's like 98% opaque. It's like really close. Now you do see the brush strokes in this polish, and FYI, if you put a top coat over the top of anything that shows brush strokes, those brush strokes will literally disappear when you put a top coat on it. So if you don't like brush strokes, don't worry about it. Put a top coat on and it'll be perfect. This next polish by Sally Hansen is in the color Bridal Bling. And I really do love this color. It's got gold and silver little micro glitters in there. And it's a cool toned gold. So it's something that's easily worn with anything. This one is quite sheer, so you'll need several coats, but it is beautiful. I did wear this with my New Year's Day nails. It was one of my accent nails. I used like 3 or 4 polishes. And as you can see, it is quite sheer, but can you see that reflect that's in it? So I'm going to let this dry. We'll come back and do a second and possibly 3rd coats. I think I'll stop after 3. So this definitely looks better in 2 coats. You could still see the visible nail bed underneath there, but it is, wait, I don't know, can you see that? Super pretty. Okay, so you can still see a little bit of the visible nail bed. I would have to say this is about 90% opaque. I think 1 more coat it would be fully opaque, but this is Sally Hansen in Bridal Bling. Super pretty and very easy to wear for all skin tones, I have to say. I would say that this is a cooler tone, but because it has that gold in there, it actually has the cool tone gold, and it has a bit of the warm. It's got 2 different colors of golds in there and then silver. So I really do feel that this would be great for all skin colors. This next one is a new one for me, and I actually have not swatched it on my nails yet. I hauled it a while ago and did a photo of this and the argan oil cuticle oil along with it. So this is in the color Couples Massage. There are so many beautiful colors. Like there is a really dark purple one that I really want, and there's a cobalt colored one that I really want. There's so many in this line that are just phenomenal, but I just wanted to pick one, and I tried to pick a color that I don't necessarily have a lot of. So I went with Couples Massage because it's like this nudie pink shade. It looks like it's a really thin formula. So here we are of 1 coat of Couples Massage. And I think we'll probably need to have 3 coats to be fully opaque. We'll just have to see how the next ones go. But this is really pretty. Just by wearing it like this, it almost looks like a little French manicure amped up, kinda, because you could see my nail line there. So yeah, there's that. So here we are after 2 coats of Couples Massage. As you can see, you can still see a little bit of the visible nail bed. I'd have to say we're about 80% opaque, 80 to 90% opaque. So I'm going to let this dry and we'll do a 3rd and final coat to see if we can be fully opaque with this. So here we are after 3 coats. We are about 90% opaque, or 98% opaque. You could slightly tell the nail bed, but to be quite honest, I'd be perfectly happy just to wear this as is in 3 coats. This is absolutely stunning, and I really do love this color of polish. It's so pretty. Perfect for us ivory skin tones, just because of this pinky tone in with this. In the camera it's pale and more peachy, but in person it's more pink. So super pretty, love this. Okay, so this next one in this lineup is the one I picked up because it was a dupe for the Essence one, and I love the formula of this one better. So this is in the color Tea Party. And it's just this pale mint, very, very pale mint color. Here we are after 1 coat of Tea Party. Here we are after 2 coats of Tea Party. And it's not fully opaque, so I'm going to let this dry and we'll do 1 more coat. So here we are after 3 coats of Tea Party in the Miracle Gel. This is beautiful and I love this, and I'm so happy I found this for the dupe for the Essence polish. That is not a very good polish. So the last one in this video is going to be the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel in this beautiful blue shade in the color Rhythm and Blue. And I absolutely love blue polishes. So here we are after the first coat of Rhythm and Blue. It's almost opaque, so I'll let this dry and we'll do a second. And here we are, it's perfect in 2 coats of Sally Hansen's Rhythm and Blue. Super pretty color. Thank you guys for joining me in this week's Swatch My Stash, and I'll see you guys in my next week's Swatch My Stash. Bye.